Hi everyone, welcome to another episode with me, Living Free Ashley. Today we are making burgers. It is barbecue season. I have my plaid on and I am ready to make some veggie burgers. So a few weeks ago, my husband and I were visiting Edmonton, visiting friends and family, and my friend Danielle had us over and she said, just bring yourselves, I've got the dinner covered. And I got there and I saw these burgers that she was making up and they looked so healthy and hearty and yummy. And then we tried the burgers and I was like, oh my goodness, these are so good. Please send me this recipe immediately and I am going to make a YouTube video about them immediately. So that's what's happening today. So the burgers comes from Oh She Glows cookbook and they are called OMG veggie burgers. And they are OMG, they're so good. They do require a bit of prep, I do have to admit that, but there's a few things you can do ahead of time to make it easier. And there's just something really great about knowing what is going into your veggie burger and knowing that it's really hearty and healthy and full of protein and full of fiber and just making it with your own hands. And you can make them ahead of time, you can freeze them. There's a few steps in here that you can do ahead of time to help too. Like there's roasted sweet potatoes. So if you are doing sweet potatoes one night and you kind of know that these burgers are coming up, just roast a few extra and then you'll have that step already done for the next day. There's also a 9 spice mix. And it's a great mix just to have on hand, so you can whip up that mix and have it in a little mason jar in your spice cupboard, and then that step is already covered. So yes, it's a little bit of prep, it's a few steps, but it is worth it. So for ingredients today, you need 2 14-ounce or 398 milliliter cans of black beans, drained and rinsed, which is about 2 1/4 cups of cooked black beans, 2 cups of roasted sweet potato, 2 1/3 cup finely chopped sauteed onion, which is about half a medium onion, 1 cup finely chopped toasted walnuts, 2 to 3 tablespoons of the 9 spice mix to taste, 1/4 teaspoon of sea salt, 1/4 cup of lightly packed fresh parsley, finely chopped, 1/3 cup of gluten-free vegan barbecue sauce, 1 cup of gluten-free vegan breadcrumbs, and 2 tablespoons of gluten-free oat flour. So in the description below where the recipe and the ingredients are, I'm also putting just little tips on how to saute the onions or how to toast the walnuts or how to make the spice blend, just in case you're new to cooking and you're not too sure how to go about doing those steps. You also need to preheat your oven to 375 degrees and you need to grease or line 2 baking sheets. Okay, let's get started. look amazing. Like they just look like a hearty, healthy veggie burger that's gonna really, really satisfy you. And I just really, really love them. So last week I put out my creamy strawberry avocado mousse recipe, which would be a great dessert to go with these burgers. And then the week before that was my oil-free aquafaba mayo. So I would highly recommend making that and putting that mayo on these burgers. And that would kind of, Erin Ireland's Greek potatoes, amazing Greek potatoes. So that is what Danielle made as a side to go with these burgers. Oh my goodness, they're so good. I'm gonna leave a link to that recipe as well, but I feel like if you have these burgers and those potatoes and then the mayo to go on the burgers and then the mousse as a dessert, you're gonna kill that barbecue. So like I was saying at the beginning of the video that there are a few steps that you can do ahead of time to make these burgers a little bit easier to make. You can also make a big batch and freeze them. So after you bake them, you're gonna let them cool completely and then just put them in like a Tupperware container separated with a little bit of parchment paper so that the patties don't stick together, and then put them in the freezer. They freeze really, really well, and you're good to go for the next time you have a barbecue. I would just take them out, defrost them, and then throw them right on the barbecue rather than in the oven, which you can do too. But it's just nice to have those patties pre-made, throw them on the barbecue, and then you are good to go. Thank you again for watching another episode with me, Living Free Ashley. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and happy barbecuing. Cheers to living free.